For a guy who won the Heisman and is coming in and maybe playing both ways, there is little conversation about Travis Hunter, which I find remarkable. Has Pro Football Focus looked at what's more valuable, an all-pro cornerback or an all-pro wide receiver with Travis Hunter?
So these guys are, it is pretty close between those because, as we were putting together, and again, I wasn't in the beginning stages of this. I've just done a lot of reading up on it and had conversations with a lot of people who kind of came up with this metric for us. What we realized is that wins above average and wins above replacement in the game of football gets a lot higher the further you are away from the ball, actually, because normally you have less help. Right? I mean, like when you're closer to the ball, if you're in the box, as an interior defensive lineman or a linebacker, and even sometimes edge rushers, you have a lot of help next to you. But when you get all the way out to the sideline and it's a corner and a wide receiver, you're on an island. It's all about your individual skills. How can you get open? How can you not let a receiver get open? And what we have figured out is that some years it can flip, right? Some years the highest wins above average wide receiver like a Jamar Chase or a Justin Jefferson can be a little bit higher. But last year, for example, it was Patrick Surtain. He was the highest graded defender that we had from a wins above average standpoint. He ends up winning Defensive Player of the Year, and it's just because of exactly what he's able to do. You can stick him on an island against the other team's best playmaker in the passing game, and he can totally take him away. That is unbelievably valuable from an individual standpoint in a team game. So it is sort of close, but to answer your question, I think that for the most part, if you are a true top tier, top 5 corner, that is going to be more valuable than even the top wide receivers because, again, we get back to scarcity. There's a lot of wide receivers who can do it at a very high level. There's not a ton of corners that you can go out there and tell them to play cat coverage, say, hey, you go cover that cat, make sure he doesn't catch the football. The top ones do, and our numbers reflect that type of scarcity and that value. So that's why I was a big proponent of Travis Hunter being a corner in the NFL and understanding that if you wanted to get benefit of the both sides of the ball with him, you'd probably have to, play him a little bit differently. But I always said you can play him full time at corner, get maximum value there, and then moonlight him a little bit as a wide receiver and sort of get that value there. You can't do the opposite. You can't have a guy play full time at wide receiver and then say, hey, go play a couple of plays at corner, or at least it's really damn difficult to do that. So that's why I was a big proponent of him playing cornerback because our wins above average model sort of spoke to that value there.